Welcome to Chase Thoughts. My name is Chase. Today we are going to be doing a review. We're going to be reviewing a TV show on Netflix, and we're going to be reviewing Disenchantment. Now, Disenchantment, for those of you who don't know, is a TV show, Netflix original, created by Matt Groening, the same person who made both The Simpsons and Futurama. Now, if you haven't seen this show yet, I would highly recommend watching it first because I am going to spoil a lot of what I see. Well, maybe not recommend, but I am going to be spoiling some things and going over the plot. So if you don't care about spoilers, continue. If you've already watched it, definitely continue. And I'll just be giving my overall opinion of it. The plot of this show is it follows Bean, the princess, who is trying to get married, or her parents are trying to marry her off. Well, really, her dad is trying to marry her off, but she does not want to get married. Elfo, who is an elf that apparently elves live in a happy land where they make candy and everything's awesome and happy and joyous all the time. And he doesn't like being happy all the time, so he wants to go live with humans. And Lucy, who is a demon that's supposed to be the devil's advocate of the show, who's convincing them to do not nice things, which really, the main character, Bean, doesn't need any encouragement with. Really, most of the time, all he's doing is convincing her to do things that she already wanted to do, rather than telling her, oh, you should do this. And she's like, but I don't want to do that. And he's like, no, you should do it. And she's like, fine, I'll do it. It's nothing like that. It's more of like, man, doing this sucks. I'd rather go drink beer. He's like, yeah, you should go drink beer. And she's like, okay, let's go drink beer. So he's more of that like friend that like just convinces you to do everything bad. That whenever you're like, man, this sucks, then your friend's like, yeah, you're right, it does suck. You know what, I should just not go to work today. He's like, yeah, you know what, you shouldn't go to work today. You should just stay home and just drink beer with me. You're like, yeah, I'll just stay home and drink beer. He's more of that friend that just encourages you to not do the things you're supposed to do. Rather than being like a devil that's like, oh, yeah, don't go to work today because work sucks. And you're like, but I gotta like go to work. And you're like, no, don't go to work, work sucks. And he's like, fine, I don't go to work. So he's more of that kind of character. I feel like I'm having more fun describing these characters than I did watching the show, though, which gives you an overall opinion of how I felt about the show in general. This show, while I was watching it on Netflix, every episode when I ended it, it left me with a feeling of maybe it gets better. The next episode happens. Maybe it gets better. The next episode happens. Maybe it gets better. Spoiler alert, it never gets better. Even after watching the very last episode, the first thought that came to my head was like, maybe it gets better. It was almost like the enjoyment that Futurama especially has given me. And then Simpsons in its earlier years, of course, I don't think Simpsons has progressed as well, but has progressed very well. The beginning of Simpsons and Futurama, for how much enjoyment that gave me. It felt like I was giving this show a chance and continuing watching it just because it was made by the same person. But it's just not good. It's just, I didn't enjoy it. I really didn't. I tried so hard to enjoy it and I just didn't. I watched it. Majority of the time I felt like the only reason I was watching the show was because Netflix autoplay kept playing another episode. I felt like I watched the entire first season because Netflix was like, you want to watch another episode? Yeah. You want to watch another episode, don't you? Yeah. Okay, let's watch another episode. Yeah. Netflix was a better demon than Lucy was in the show. Than the demon! Netflix is a better demon than the demon! Because Netflix was forcing me to watch more episodes. Well, Netflix wasn't forcing me, but it was definitely egging me on by starting another episode, and I was like, fine, I'll watch another episode. I mean, it had good one-liners. There were things that I thought were funny, and there were other things that I was just like, exactly. That silence is my exact reaction. I was just like, yeah, I guess that was the thing. I mean, even towards like, and then towards the end of the show, it made me like it even less because so you're establishing these characters, right? You're like Bean is like, oh, I'm the rebel child, and Lucy's like, I'm the demon that is helping her be the rebel child. And then Alpha is like, I'm young, I'm innocent, I'm young and innocent. I don't know anything bad, and I'm doing all these crazy things with Bean, because I'm innocent and I have a thing for. and then he dies. And he gets shot in the back by an arrow and dies. And then Bean has the ability to save his life, and rather than saving his life, she saves the life of her mom, and her mom ends up being the villain of the entire show. That's a funny circumstance, I guess. It's like, oh man, I chose the wrong choice. Wah, wah. But I wasn't like, oh man, that was hilarious. I was more of like sitting there being like, this chick's an idiot. I mean, they have a time orb that they were just not using that would tell them the truth. Like, you think that once they found that out, they're like, man, someone turned my mom to stone. We don't know who turned her to stone. Let's ask the truth orb. Who turned her into stone? And then be like, oh, she turned herself into stone because she accidentally poisoned herself. Wow. So she was the villain the entire time. We probably shouldn't save her life, and we should save my friend's life who kind of sacrificed himself. I don't even know. I'm trying. I've been sitting here, and I've been trying to think of positive things to say about the show. Things that I liked about it, and just in general, positive things. And I have I'm having trouble coming with positive things, other than the fact that it had a few good one-liners. That is the most positive thing that I can say about this show. And I looked up its IMDb rating. I got a 7.4 out of 10 on IMDb, and I got a 65% on Rotten Tomatoes. And I was like, what? And Google users, it says 94% liked this TV show. What? Maybe I'm just a crazy person. I don't know. Maybe I just don't know what I'm talking about. But oh no, if I wanted to cut to my rating of this show right now, I'd give this show 3 beer glasses. 3 beer glasses, glasses. 3. Oh man, I don't even know what I'm talking about anymore. 3 beer glasses out of 10. So I'd give it overall 3 beer glasses out of 10 for sure. And would I recommend this show? Maybe. I might recommend it. I don't know. Am I going to watch the second season or the part when it comes out? Because I think they're calling it part 1 and part 2. Which that was another thing. With part 1, I thought it was going to watch a movie. And then when I clicked on it, I was like, is this a movie? And then I clicked on it, I'm like, oh, it's a TV show after I clicked on it. And, I mean, it was weird that it was labeled as parts instead of seasons. That was weird. But it's not the only show that's done that. Other shows on Netflix have called themselves parts instead of seasons, whatever. I just thought I was watching I was going to watch a movie, and it ended up being a TV show, which I'm not knocking against the show, the fact that it's a TV show, not a movie. But maybe it would have been better if it was a movie, though, because it was almost like too much content. It was like too little content for too many episodes, I guess I could say. But what I don't even know if I'd recommend the show. Maybe watch it. It's not in the so bad it's good territory. It's not in that territory at all. I'm gonna probably watch the second part. I don't know why I'm gonna watch the second part. Maybe just because I have that hope and feeling that it's gonna get good eventually. But so far it just isn't. But that's gonna be it for this episode. Let me know your thoughts and comments down in the comment section down below. If you think I'm an idiot and Disenchanted's the best show ever of all time, let me know why it is the best show. Please tell me why you enjoyed the show. I would like to hear actually somebody's articulated opinion on why they enjoyed the show. If you also hated the show, agree with me down in the comment section. But thanks for watching. Remember to rate the video, comment like I just said, and subscribe so you never miss another episode of Chase Thoughts. Until next time, this is Chase signing off.